Ahoy there, shipmates, and welcome back to the channel. And tonight I'm going to go over a few builds which are used for the rank battles for tier 7. And here we are in port with Her Majesty's finest ship, HMS Rodney, in the beautiful Union Jack camo. Oh my God, he looks absolutely stunning. Right, so without further ado, who are we using? Well, there's quite a few different ones with a bit of a twist we can use. I went with John Jericho. Now you're probably wondering why. Well, I will tell you, go into that. Let's go have a look into it. So you put Tanaka on there to give that 5% extra damage to your torpedoes. And then we went to contact limit for a little bit of speed extra in your torpedoes. And then we went for the other one, torpedo launch, and they're minus 8% on your torps. Now you're probably thinking, why am I putting all this emphasis into torpedoes? Well, stay with us, it'll all come to fruition. Main battery range 4%, and then we went down to here to fully packed. So, well, okay, let's jump out of that and go to the specs of the ship. Okay, right, here we are then. So there we go. Main battery traverse, because that little perk there gives us 45 seconds down to 36. Bear in mind, in ranked battles, you don't really need to be have a long range. You're going to be quite close and close and personal. So 17.5 is adequate for for rank. Scroll down a bit more. Standards, AP, that's all in that. But this is where it gets juicy on the torpedoes. Now, 7k range doesn't sound much, it isn't, but top speed, we've gone from 67 knots to 72 with a reload with John Jericho with 36.8 seconds as opposed to 40. Not a huge difference, but it all makes a difference. But this this makes your eyes water if you're going to get onto the receiving end. 30,407. Yeah. And we got that, and that it's going to make your eyes water big time. So also John Jericho, it gives us 3 heals and 3 speed boosts and 4 of the birthday cake surprise regards to the, I call them birthday cake surprise because it does literally look like a birthday enhanced secondaries. Okay, so that's that one you can go with. Also, I recommend probably Nelson Commander. Fisher also works well as well. One commander I wouldn't recommend, Cunningham, for obvious reasons, because you're not getting the a load of heals. You're only going to get 2 heals, and when you're fighting up close and personal, you need as many heals as you can. So let's go into the commanders. So there's Nelson. Now I run with this. No, sorry, that. We got a few presets here with Cunningham and Sharnos, which I use in a standard battle. You can still use this in rank. To be fair, I have done, because what happens is I use this big 7, so I run in with scissors, and you get penalised for using the big 7. You guys do dispersion, but Sharnos Commander puts it all back by 1%. So your guns still end up being sweet and nice and accurate. So let's see, that's -4 dispersion. Bear that figure in mind. And then it comes here. Main back to dispersion +3. So you're getting the +3, which is going to make your shells spread. So, and you're getting a -4. So you're not losing date on your accuracy by doing that. But if you take the sharnels off, then the chances are that your shells are going to, your ship's going to be less accurate, is what I'm trying to say. I know some people go with fight fire, but when it's only fighting five ships, in ranked battles, probably go with that, because when you get within that 8k range, you get an extra 15% to your guns, and on cruisers, on battleships, on anything that thing, it's it gives you one hell of a extra wallop. Right. Oh, nearly forgot. Let's go back into that one. There. Come on, select. Right. The other preset is 2. I use one of for my British ships, and just not Rodney. You can use this in all of them. Charles Madden and Andrew Cunningham. A lot of the YouTubers have done that for ever since the game's been going. Mainly being because obviously your turret traverse is speeded up by a considerable amount, because they are a bit slow in the old traverse, even though. So there you go. That's killing it. Now your reload's down from 27 to 24, and your turret traverse, same as it was with John Jellicoe, from 45 down to 36. Disadvantages, advantages, and everything. This I've gone for mainly the guns, but we haven't expected into the torpedoes. So you just got a standard 28k-ish damage, but hey, end of the day, if you can get it by a 28k torpedo, and you get 2 of those, that's the majority of all the health of your ship gone. So go down to there to its torps. 28,959. Say the other build, it was around about over 30. So there you go. That's that. Hoods you can probably get away with. I've also done that for Tanaka and thing there, and Cunningham. I have used this as 2, because obviously if someone locks a load of torpedoes at you, you're getting a minus 10 less damage to your ship. So with any of those, try to get those destroyers or the German battleships, the gold torpedoes at you, doesn't mean they're not going to get sunk. It's sometimes if they chuck enough shit, torpedoes at you, you're still going to go down. But if you cop a couple, then you might still limp away with sticking a heel on us and survive, as opposed to the other commanders you might not do. So that's that. And not forgetting Mr. Fisher. I know, don't forget all these different guises on there confuse people, but it is Fisher Commander. Now, what have we got advantage with Fisher? Well, they can usually go with Alfuso to get those fires going, increase the fire chances. But what I'm showing you here, you could probably end up not just on Rodney, you can use an all the British line, Probably on here I'm using Colorado and Pollard's Rebel, so all the reload, but and then you can use this on second thought to bring your reload down even more. On say for example on Monarch and Vanguard, using that build you can get down to around about something stupid around about 19 second reload. Very interesting when that happens, but your accuracy it does suffer, so I tend to sometimes to put reformer on and then keep these 2 in, because you see you get minus 3.5 when you reload there, and a minus 5.5 on there, so that's a big chunk of change out if you reload. But right, when we're using ships like Resistance, or say Rodney, you can use in Cunningham and Tanaka again, because you're getting those nice big hits on your torps. And I usually go down here with speed as my armour, because why not? You want to get that increase your speed. I don't think, no, yes he has. So yeah, this is why I went for John Jericho more than anything else, because Jericho, you get 3 of those charges of the speed boost, as opposed to only 2, which comes in very useful, because what I tend to do in rank is hit that speed boost, get myself going through as quick as the water, but then get myself in a better position to get out of the way of the enemy ships, or or flanking maneuvers, or that sort of thing. But with regards to using Fisher, Nelson, all those commanders just mentioned, you get between 3 and 4 heals, and I think with Cunningham you're only getting 2. So those are the ones that I recommend. So if all the people out there haven't got Nelson, as mentioned, or Fisher Commander, I would say Hood. Hood is good. Bit of a rhyme there. Hood is good. So there you have it. So we'll show you a few of the games we've played in rank now. They are absolute belters. It's probably the best rank session that I've had compared to the last 2 disastrous ones we've had at tier 6. Oh my laser, it was getting silly, because it's like a game of snakes and ladders. Even in the division, we were struggling to get any good results. The teams were collapsing left, right and centre. It is what it is. Sometimes you can have good games, and sometimes you can have a session you can't do, no matter how hard you try. It's never going to come to fruition. So, okay. That's it before I rambling. We'll get into the gameplay. Alrighty, so here we are in HMS Rodney, and counting in on the 10-second countdown here. And so you might have noticed the format's changed a little bit on my videos, so because that's the main reason. We just recently upgraded to the PS5 from the PS4, and it's a lot easier to record builds and do videos on the PS5. So hopefully you'll look forward to some better videos of some commanders content and ship content regards to the builds, and as demonstrated in the first 10 or 15 minutes of this video. So without further ado, we are shells out on the Jean Bart. Nothing against the French, really, have we? And there we go. We just take a little bit off in there, and 11k, just scratch the paintwork, trying to push on this left side. I think the majority of the team is going to the right, so that's okay, no problem. All the power to them. We got to take our side and get round here, and then hopefully pull back round to the right, and then start taking those caps. We have got some of our friends across the pond here with regards to the American ships. Yeah, Kansas. Well, we got one big advantage of the Kansas. We're a lot more movable, and the Kansas we put itself through the water a lot faster, and we return on a sixpence. I say sixpence, as opposed to an American dime. Right. So, regards to this build at the moment, this is going to be showcasing the Nelson Commander, as opposed to the John Jellicoe we will have in the game coming up. So, over there we have another Rodney. So, we'll have some fun with him shortly. Got to get to close the distance, and there goes our French run over there in the Jean Bart. So shells out on him, up to 34k at the moment. Damage spreading a little bit there, I noticed, but we're not using the Charnel's command on this. We're using the as the inspiration, so that will give you a little bit less accuracy on the old guns. But when we get up close and personal with those 30,000 K torpedoes, it makes the difference. And that's not too shabby there. Hopefully we'll get that gene part. No, we didn't get the kill, but we've got a few defense caps there, so I think our teammates come in and finish him off. So, and then we got that little pesky destroyer right there. Looking back on the gene part, can we finish him? Do you always talk? No, we don't. He's putting the smoke on over there. Was really apprehensive we might get handed to us with regards to those torpedoes from the destroyer, but so I put a torpedo there in hope we do hit him, but no chance. But we got bigger threats coming in. We got all those the Reds battleships coming out to our right and to our left. We got Kansas to our left. We got the Rodney to the right. Not a very good position to be in. We'll do what we can do. So use this island here to cover us from the Rodney, and we'll try and get the Kansas down. So at the moment we're quite vulnerable, because if he does decide to open up on us, we're showing a fair bit of broadside there, but we also bring all the guns to bear. Now, one advantage with Rodney, Nelson, and Collingwood, all your guns are on the front of your nose, so you don't have to bring all your side of your ship to bring your guns to bear. You can just put your nose in and let it rip. Now here you go, here's an example. Now you see running and scissors kicked in, so you're getting a bigger wallop to your guns. And also it helps when you rudder shift, so it turns really, really quick. I've got Ira there in the far distance. So the best of the US Navy can offer to want to take us down here, and chunk, we get a big hit. Big hit. So unfortunately the wallops are there, so that we survive it. Up to 96,000. Now he's coming in range of those torpedoes. Coming, so off we go. Another big hit from our right side, trying to get under this island cover here, because that then means we just facing the Kansas. I think it might be the Rodney 8 to our right, it's giving that damage. So there's the one torpedo in the water, and seems this Kansas is really slow. He's going to hit that one, and kaboom, down he goes to our torpedo. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's what one disadvantage of the Kansas. See, that's slow. They got all the guys there, and the US rowing team had to try and get it there to get the oars to start rowing to get it to go for the water faster. And here comes the so-called mighty Ira. Well, I don't rate the Ira at all, but it's very it turns like a turd. Got this real long turning circle on it, and the rudder shift is absolutely horrendous. But at the moment we got Rodney versus Rodney. I've got to be careful not to get show me broadside too much, because he's going to chunk us like he did there. It could have been worse. Now I'm in a bad position because I've got a ship to me left and a ship to me right. But we'll do all we can do is do what we can do. So we've got another heel coming off shortly. Running the scissors has been activated again, because that Ira's really close at 8k away. So hit the heel. 151k damage. Incoming. And takes out one of my turrets, but we get a huge hit in the Ira there. Oh, just having a glance over the shoulder to see what the enemy Rodney's doing. He's now low health, and the rest of the team's dealing with him, so we can now concentrate on this Ira. And obviously Rodney's gone down for our teammates, so now we just got to concentrate on the Ira. Another big chunk, so looking at getting these torpedoes off, but trying to keep the nose in. He's going to try and hide behind that island, trying to protect himself a little bit. 181k at the moment. So yeah, he's now gone up against doing the Madonna up against the borderline. So we hit a speed boost at the moment, but closing the distance. And there he is, able to get the shots off. And kaboom, down he goes. So that's that game. So if that's whetted your appetite, go and get yourself a drink. You can get some more popcorn. We've got another whatever your favourite snack is. We've got another one coming up. So that pushes up to the rank 3. I'm only showcasing the best ones, the best YouTubers who we do. We had some belting games before, but these are 2 of the best ones. So now we're going to go up into the next game here. Okay, that's 189,000 damage, as I mentioned. Top of the tree. For those keen-eyed there, yes, we were up against some black badges there, so that's probably why we done well, but you know. And then we're up into rank 2, so we've got to ring this one, and we're up into rank 1. So, what can we do on this one? This is on the straight, and this is not my favourite map by a long way, because you locked into it, all into the very confined area, and you can't got anywhere to move her. So, but to be fair, that's where Rodney comes into her own, because with all those guns pointing on the front, you've got the full fire bar going the right direction at all time. You're not making shit vulnerable to making a turn to showing your board side. So just having a quick look at the map there to see who you're up against. We've got a couple of Nebraskas, Turpits. So my game plan here: hit the speed boost and just get up as those islands to our right, and so we can engage them with our torps. So obviously we got to soften them up a little bit before we get there. This is using John Jericho. As you see the difference now, we've gone to 3 speed boosts and 4 on the enhanced secondary batteries. Shout out to our destroyer player from across the pond on the German destroyer there. He wasn't too shabby. He's good, you know, decent destroyer player, spotting the guys for us. So all the power to him, because we can. That's what sometimes ruins the rank battles. I've been a few of them where the guys on the destroyers just sit there with their fingers at the backside, and you're then left completely blind and don't know what the hell's in front of you. So we see on the map there, we got 2 of the Germans sit in the back of the map, and we've got 2 ships to our right. So I'm concentrating and trying to get through those islands to my right. So we just have those 2 ships to our left focusing on us. And my biggest fear at this time is, well, where is that destroyer? You can see these chucking torpedoes out to my left side there. So that's my thing. I was going to put myself behind this island, and then I could get torpedoed potentially from my left. Sometimes you've got to take a chance, and so that's exactly what we've done. So my thinking is those 2 ships are closing in really from our right hand side. If they do come around that island, well, they are going to get walloped by my 30k torpedoes. So still keeping an eye out for that destroyer. Here you got the Veneto, as is shown at really close range at 6k. The best of Germany, the Prince Eugene is there, and do believe maybe Charles 43. No, Turpits. Oh, my mistake, it's Turpits. Okay. So now we're in a good position, because those 2 lads there from our right hand side can't do anything with us. Now we're nose in, so if we do get any incoming, it's going to be on our front of our nose. We can take a little bit of a punch on that. So Tirpitz is flat broadside to us. Hopefully we'll be able to do some major damage to him. Disappointingly, we only do a little bit, so I'll keep having a crack at him. He'll eventually go down if we keep putting those shots in, and there's their destroyer. Fortunately for us, he's on the opposite side of the island, so he's not a threat to us at the moment. He can't shoot his torpedoes through an island. It's a bit silly of him, really, because if he came out there and engaged us, we wouldn't have anywhere to go. He was up against that island, and we weren't able to avoid any torpedoes that would come into us, so that's a bad shout on the destroyer player. Now you can see, got the Maggie there and the Veneto. Very, very close. If they decide to come round, could be pretty dangerous, but at the moment I'm just concentrating on that Tirpitz, because I don't want to end up going out there on these two and then getting Citadel as I make the turn into these two. But Maggie's now decided, I'm going to have a push on him. I see we got a torpedo off the back there, and unfortunately he went straight into the island. I'm thinking, oh dear, that didn't work out. So, and he's pushing, and so we get the whole torpedo off. We've got two of them. I think there's a Maggie forgot we got these nuclear tipped torps, and kaboom, there he goes. That's demonstrates the torpedoes again. So now I'm feeling really confident. We're going to go after this Veneto on our right, so we're down to 1 kill. Still focusing on that Tirpitz, that's the distance there. So now I feel confident to get these torpedoes off of him. Nose in, he ain't going to go nowhere, he can't get out these torps. No, it's absolutely impossible at this range. And kaboom. And then he gets kaboom again. So, and then that brings us up to 2. So now we're going to finish off this Prince with 18. Kaboom. Kill number 3. Unfortunately now we're up against this carcass of this enemy ship. Also wearing a Union Jack camo, but old here fellow Brit behind that ship. So now it's HMS Rodney against another German ship. So this is how it should be: UK versus Germany. We might be useless at football when it comes to the World Cup, it comes to this, but World of Warships, we will prevail. So his torpedoes don't connect, thank goodness. I'm going to say for that, because I want it. Oh, there we go. That puts us on 4. Can we go for the 5th? I was so hoping we could. We turn now. Take note where this destroyer is here, because I put shots on him and then he turns up on the far left, and I don't know where. If someone just transported him and one of those transporters and picked the whole ship, and then he just turns up suddenly on the left hand side. How he gets there so quickly, I don't know. The cap is being taken from our left hand side. I presume that's going to be our destroyer player doing that. So I'm thinking he's going to be to my front. Keep watching, because he don't. At this point we're at 114 on 4 kills. Not as high as damage as the last one, but still pretty good going. We're looking around for that destroyer. Still looking around for him. Can't find him. Where is he? It's last located to our front. And then he says spotted. So we can see it. And then all of a sudden he turns up to our head. The torpedo's coming in, he's on my far left. So he's got from that right side there to the left in a very short period of time, thinking, well, how is that possible? And he would destroy guys there. No, that is. But anyway, we don't get the 5th kill, unfortunately. But 4 kills in a rank battle. And here's the scores on the board. That then puts us up into rank 1. One of the best ranked seasons I've done compared to the last couple have been absolute disasters. I think we get there within 19-20 games. There are 114,000 damage, 4 kills as I mentioned. Become second on the team. Yeah, we are against black prizes again. There we are. Look, 19 battles, win rate 79% win rate, and this Rodney itself 73% win rate. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you enjoy the new format, and we'll see you in the next one.